Look at
Walk the walk. You ain't got a chance. Most enemies are walking right behind our backs.
The advantage to play only Tychus is you can directly give the upgrade to him for the first enemy's attack or for your first attack. Otherwise, in a more normal gameplay, you will have both another outlaw to have a second option of attack and defense since the beginning of the mission, increasing your possibility. For the numerous enemies attack waves coming during the mission, since I'm using the second prestige, it makes I will only use one outlaw to deal with the attack. At that point, you will feel no difference at all, even if like here, your enemies are ignoring you and you need to drag them down. Like mentioned, while you already got a few upgrades for Tychus, all the early enemies are easier because of your stronger firepower. Especially your grenades, which can almost eradicate, disintegrate, blow up an entire army in one shot, or distract them enough time to make them not run away and eliminate them all while they are stunned. Even if Tychus has no detection, his grenade can also do the job in those situations because you will blow everything under the grenade even if you cannot see them. In maps where you need to push the attack through enemy defenses, you can do this with Tychus only. Here on Chain of Ascension, you can clear the big armies with their Odin and his nuke, and the smaller one with just Tychus. At the same level, you can do it with the fourth set of hybrid spawning, either with Tychus on foot or with the Odin. Your power increasing as the enemy force is power increasing, you will still be able to do a large damage to them, and while your ally is helping you, it will not be a hard task. The only matter resides in the first set, because you have not enough life to do a full frontal attack, so you have to be more careful on how you will deal with it. Another of those maps where you need to pierce enemies' defenses is Rift Corral. As for the first set of hybrid in Chain of Ascension, the second set of Void Shard can be tricky, and because of their defenses, you can lose Tychus here. After, no worry, you will have the Odin to revive Tychus, or you can play him again. And since you are only spending your money for Tychus upgrades, you will almost always have enough minerals to repeat him if he dies. Likewise, you have enough time to even help out your ally if he went to a fight, because you can do a defense here, and then attack over there. The choice is yours, no stress involved. So for those kind of maps, Tychus only is possible, in consideration that the Odin is Tychus, as such you can use your moves. But you need to pay attention that you can only do one task at a time. Tychus only become a problem when you are on defensive map like Dead of Night or Temple of Death. For the first night, like here on Dead of Night, Tychus can handle the defense pretty well alone, except if they are chokers, because they will neutralize him instantly and you can just do nothing about it. While the enemies will come from different angles, Tychus on his side is not omnipotential. You cannot defend the south of a position and the north of it at the same time, so you will be forced to at least recruit another outlaw or to do a spam of turrets, but since a spam of turret is way more expensive of just one another outlaw, you just will go for one, like serious. For the offensive side on the map, Tychus and the Odin are again enough sufficient. However, since you want to finish cleaning the map before the fourth night, which will be the night where it's more rebuilt because you will have this night tanks, fuel infested, airman forces, and most likely all of these at the same time, it is preferable to have two outlaws doing symmetries of work during the day, so you don't reach this night. A good map where you can really use only Tychus in all cases is part and parcel. The parts you need to collect are all around the map with small or medium defenses, which allow Tychus to do the turn of the map by himself. Even if you are not upgrading enough fast your Super Marine, you are gaining a large amount of time by collectioning the less defended parts. Plus, during all the travels around the map, you will have Tychus regenerating himself. Like this, at each file you will have a few life one-man army standing to do the job. The only moment where Tychus would get into trouble is the large army in the front of the last hybrid containment phase. But, as usual, you have your great Odin to jump right into the battle and blow everything up with the nuke. For the different hybrids in this mission, Odin and Tychus are also sufficient. Even if the hybrid makes spawning some enemy's forces, Tychus can handle them easily. Plus, with your ally presence, the hybrid cannot just target down Tychus, and so you kill it fast because none of your troops, that means Tychus, and none of your ally troops will die. To be honest, you will still want to have Stereos for at least the objective bonuses. For example, the Elementals you need to slay in Chain of Ascension. Since they are flying units, Zeus have an upgrade to launch multiple missiles on the target, and each of his turrets do the same. Of course, if you let Zeus getting stuck like I did here while I was watching away, it will not be useful. Hopefully here my life helped me out. For sure, at the second one, I paid attention to not do the same mistake again. In Rift Coral, the enemy ships doesn't have a power like the Elemental, so even if you are looking away, Zeus can kill it on his own. But since the idea was to do the job with Tychus, for the second one, I did so. Really, it is not because you can't do it otherwise, but just because it is a gain of time or just an objective bonus. Hopefully, some generous objective bonus, like convoy trashing, allow you to go take it with Tychus on the way. And this easily, even if enemy attack waves spawn at the same time. A grenade and poof! They disappear like magic. Of course, void trashing, as I mentioned in another video, go check it out, is, in my opinion, the easiest map. So if you have some problems to handle Tychus, go try yourself to micro him on this map, and so you can do this challenge of Tychus only, so you won't have to bother yourself with another outlaw to use at the same time. In all cases, thank you for watching, stay sweet, and see you soon!